Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome to Cookie Clicker. That's right. This game, I am about to regret some life choices, but that's okay. Sometimes you have to make a few choices in life that you may or may not wonder about them about later. And in this case, it is about the cookies. Now, of course, I have known about Cookie Clicker for its entire existence. Of course, I remember sitting at my desk many years ago and, you know, doing, playing and clicking my first cookie. And at the same time, I remember then writing scripts to automate the cookie process to then develop more cookies, because there had to be more cookies. There always had to be more cookies. And of course, out there today, there are many, many, many people who have been clicking their cookies for literally almost a decade straight of cookie making. But today, we're going to make some cookies, because that's a thing we're going to do. And we're going to go through, we're going to make the cookies, have a little fun, as one of our final summertime episodes. And there was no way I was letting this go. I mean, you know, the maker of the Cookie Clicker game, you know, I mean, he made it as a joke. You know, it's $5 on Steam here in Canuckland. I'm going to support that, no problem. I mean, this thing is the key ingredient. I mean, there are videos, there are studies out there on Cookie Clicker and what it has meant to the entire genre of time waste management. I mean, you cannot go any more in depth in the whole cycle of things from this game. I mean, this is it. So we are going to make some cookies. Let's get to the cookie making. And look at that. We can now have our first cursor, which of course is automatically going to click cookies for us. That's right. We've achieved wake and bake and the click option. We can have more cookies, 20 more cookies. 23 more cookies. How many more can I? Okay, all right. So that's as many cursors as I can get right now. So of course the whole challenge here is I really want to see, you know, how many cookies can I get made in about let's say 30 minutes. Right? I mean, you got to have some of the goal here. We've now got the double click. We got the double click cookie going on. Well, that's good. We got Grandma making me cookies. Right on. Because, of course, casual baking. Grandma likes to add her cookies to the total as we continue on. Because Grandma's awesome. And, you know, she likes to add cookies. We'll add a few more cursors on there. And because, come on, this is all about that cookie making. Right? We want the cookies. We need more cookies. It's all about them cookies. Yeah, we can get another Grandma. There we go. Now, this game, of course, has probably caused a lot of carpal tunnel syndrome, and that's because if you don't really focus too much on all the automation of cookies around you, you can obviously get a very sore hand very quickly. With the cookies. I need 1,000 cookies for my next thing there. You know what? We're gonna push Grandma a little bit here. See if we can't get cookies faster. Because again, we're now 4 minutes 20 seconds in on my timer anyway, and you know, we have got to get this. We gotta get these cookies going, Mister. You've got to get me some cookies. So of course, the more Grandmas we have working on the cookies. We've got 5 cookies a second now, almost 6 cookies a second. We've got an achievement, making some dough. There we go, achievement unlocked. We're making dough because we want more cookies, right? We got to keep pushing them cookies. 6.9 cookies a second. We'll even go for a free cursor, just because it's there, right? We'll even go for another free cursor. 7.1 cookies a second. But of course, the grandmas are giving us more cookies. We like the grandmas, but they're going to start getting awful costly. And that's the whole point. The whole point is some of this stuff starts, there's a balance. All right, so there's the farm, right? We got the farm, but we need 1,100 cookies. We're going to push grandma again because, of course, we want more cookies. Let's see what we got here. Reinforced index finger. Twice as efficient. Yeah, I mean, we like twice as efficient. There we go. Clicktastic. That's right. We push that because, of course, we now get two cookies a click now instead of just one. That's 9.2 cookies a second that we can be getting. I mean, that's pretty good. And that's we're getting 10 cookies a second now. That is still not enough cookies. We need more cookies. I need more grandmas to be making the cookies quicker, faster, stronger, do all the things. Hardcore baking has now been unlocked, and of course that's fine because we're going for hardcore. Give me another grandma. 12 cookies a second. It's not enough, mister. How many cookies do I need for this? Looks like carpal tunnel prevention cream. Oh, makes it more efficient again. Well, let's go for that because that's 500 cookies. Yeah, we definitely do that. We are definitely doing that. Yeah, give me that. What is this? Grandmas are twice as efficient at 1,000. Well, that's a definite bonus there. Oh, let's go let's go crazy. Go crazy on the cookies. Yes, 100 cookies a second. Buy more grandmas. We're going to go for the burr. Let's make grandmas more efficient. Yes, of course we are. We're going to buy another grandma. Of course, because grandmas are twice as efficient now, right? We got to go. We're going to get our first farm. Yeah, let's get some cookies, right? Let's get a second farm while we got the golden cookies going on, right? Let's get a third farm. Yeah, boom. Let's do it while we got the opportunity here. We can get a farm number 4. And we're cranking in cookies, right? Let's do some cookies. What do we need for that? That's 5,000. 5,000. So grandmas are twice efficient again. Boom. Let's do it. Yeah, give me grandma. Let's do the farm again while we got the golden cookies. Yeah, you bet. Looks like we're gonna run out short soon here, though. Let's keep pushing them farms until we do, and then we'll go back to grandmas because obviously, we can always, we're getting 1,000 cookies a second now, right? So I mean, if we can keep pushing these farms a little bit harder, now of course what we want to do is now we want to focus on ambidextrous. Wow, okay. 11,000 for cheap farming tools. Let's label it that way. Farms are twice as efficient at 11,000, so I think we go for that. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, grandma's important, but we've already done 2 rolling pins, and I don't think we're going to be able to improve that anymore. All right. Yeah, so we're going to go for 11,000 and double up on that, right? So as we can get even more out of our farms, right? Yes, I'm very tempted to take the clicker, the mouse clicking things and the stuff, but we're going for the 11,000. That's it. You just keep pushing that. There's the 11,000. Boom! Look at that. 236 cookies a second. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. All right. So what do we got here? We got plain cookies. Wow, 9999999 multiplier 1%. Well, we won't worry about that. Fertilizer is 35,000. We have mine cookies at 12,000. Okay, so let's see if we can't drop in a mine here. We gotta push this really hard here for 12,000. And what is this? Yeah, that's 55,000. So we're going to have to now, so we've kind of gotten the initial grandma bonuses out of the way. We've also gotten the initial farm bonuses out of the way. I'm going to take this just to have it. What is this? Yeah, so now we're at the 50% mark at that, right? You know what? Let's slam in a bunch of these. I mean, literally I mean, we are literally, yeah. So now these are starting to cost a little more expensive, right? Like cursors are almost as expensive as grandma's. So now it's not worth it for us to go for that either, right? Instead, we're just going to keep pushing here. We are at the 10-minute mark, producing 253 cookies a second. Hey, this is all very important stuff. We have farm, but we're going to push for a mine. We're going to push for the 11,000 mine, and which of course is very important here. The goal with the 11,000 mine is to really get the cookies going, get them cookies going. I thought it was 11,000. Oh, it's 12,000. Okay, boom. Let's do that. Yeah, 300 cookies a second now. 300 cookies. You know the drill. That's right. We know the drill. We want to get them cookies going. So we want to push, actually, we're going to push a few more grandmas here. Boom, boom, boom. Because, of course, grandmas, we got a lot of bonuses on grandmas, right? So now we're like at 324 grandmas. We're going to push a few of them extra cursors to get them clicking. We have bonuses on this stuff. Where are we at the farms? We're at 5,000 for farms. Okay, well, we'll push a few more farms because, again, we do have farm bonuses too, right? We're at, for 342 a second. We'll see what the next farm give us here as a bonus. So now we're getting in the mine bonuses. So these are all big numbers, right? 100,000, 55,000, 50,000. Let's go for another farm. 342 to 358 is another, 15 cookies a second. I'll give or take a few cookies. And of course, we're going to keep pushing that. We're going to push these cookies hard. Okay, so now we're so baked right now. So baked. Yep, I'm sure we are. We are so baked. Okay, so we're pushing these farms. I'd like to get another mine down. What's the price? 13,000? Right? Oh, okay, 13,800. Yeah, boom, there we go. So 405, right? Mines, of course, we're going to start getting bigger numbers out of them. What do we got up here for the bonuses? 120,000, so they're twice as efficient, but we got to get more mines down, I think. We're going to have to get some more mines down to handle that, I think. Let's go for farm. Where are we at? 421. Yeah, so see, you got to start making some decisions here, choices in life, right? Like, again, it's all about the balance and the force. And, mines, let's go for this next mine. What's that? 15,870. So let's see, 15,870. So we're at 421. Boom, 468. So that's giving us 40 extra cookies a second, right? Whereas the farm's giving us about 16 cookies a second. So it's 7. So the farm is 7,000. This is 18,000. So it's actually worth us to go for 2 farms right now, and then switch back to maybe another mine. Because then that will be worth more than 15,000, and that would be more than 30 cookies. And of course, we're all about that cookie input, right? we need them cookies. Yep, there's my extra farm. Let's keep that going. We got to keep that. Oh, hello. Yes. Boom. There we go. This is what we want. We want the mines. We want the cookies. Boom. There's the factories. Boom. Let's do this. Let's make cookies happen and the things. Yep, let's do that. Let's do this. We're going to make cookies. We want to make efficiency. We want cookies. We want the farms. We want 1,500 cookies a second. That's right. We're going to push this hard now. And of course, we'd like to try and get as many factories down as possible because, of course, the more factories we can get down, we've got Clickathon, we got production chains, we got Cookie Monster. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Yeah, so the next factory is 149,000. But I don't see the timer for the cookie this time. Is it possible? Oh, I think the timer actually ran out. I think we actually ran out of timer, and that's fine. All right, so we did get a factory out of it, though. Let's go for that. That's going to put us at almost 1,715 cookies a second. That's fine. We're pushing it. We are now 15 minutes in, and your cookies sell very well in distant countries. Oh, isn't that nice? So of course we are still pushing cookies. We're doing 1,700 cookies a minute, and we're gonna click that. We're gonna click that again. We're gonna click that firm again. Okay, let's do that. So we're at 1,942 cookies a second, and that, of course, is not including the 8 cookies every time I click, which of course is very important. Now, what do we have here? 1.1 million cookies. Some of this stuff is like 10 million, 9 million, 5 million, 5 million. 50,000 for the mouse. 100,000 for the 1,000 fingers. So let's go for that. Boom. All right. So now I'm getting 27 cookies a click now. I mean, come on. I mean, we're getting some cookies, right? What do we got here? 100,000 is 0.1 cookies for 1,000 fingers, and Mega Drill is twice as efficient. But we got to keep going. Let's do a mine and a farm. We should actually do some more farms. So let's keep pounding on them farms here for a minute until they start getting into the 25,000 range. So we can, we can make sure, yeah, boom. Keep giving me them cookies. We're at 31.51. Boom. We're at 21.89. So we were at 21.51. So we're at 21.89. Of course, my mouse is giving me 29 cookies a second now, which is always a good deal. I will have no wrist left by the end of this. We're at 30 cookies a second as we're clicking away here. And so we're doing, what is it? Is that 32 or 22? It's 22 cookies a second. My poor eyes. How did I get suckered into this? We got to talk about life choices, right? I mean, it's just... Sometimes a person has to reanalyze what it is they're doing with their lives, and it's like, wow, really? Is that a thing that we're doing? Is that a thing? Yeah, let's bam in some cursors. Yeah, let's load that up. Here, Grandma, you can hang in there. Yeah, just so as I can, maybe even save myself a little bit of clicking, because that's the thing. We have the achievement of Builder done now, and. Of course, we're going to keep pushing that forward as we get... Oh, wow, we just got a whole bunch of speed baking 1, fidgeting baking, and speed baking 2. All right, well, cool. That's awesome. I'm assuming that's a good thing. We're looking at 600,000 there, 100,000 there. We should push... Well, see, now farms are 31. Oh... boom. Well, of course, we're going to take that. As much as... so we should be pushing more mines now. Because, again, in quotients, right? It's all about them numbers, right? It's all about them numbers. Boom, right? As much as we can throw things at Cursor and Grandma all day, now it's the mines towards the factories, right? We're looking the mines towards the factories. And fledgling bakery. News. Do your cookies contain sea squirts? Ask PSA warnings. What? I don't know anything about that. I think you're perfectly fine. You know what? I'm gonna complete my circle here of cursors. I probably shouldn't because they are 10,000 apiece. But I just want a nice solid circle. I want a nice solid circle. Give me there. That makes me yeah. See, the mouse wheel achievement. There we go. See, we now have a full circle of clickable clickies for the cookie. And of course, we're now going to push them mines, right? As we are at 19 minutes. 19 minutes. And so, we got 11 minutes to go. We're pushing it hard. Yeah, 64,000. What are we at? 31, 64. We'll push a farm. We'll push one farm because it's now just half price of that. We are at 3,000 cookies a second. That's where we are. In 60 seconds, that'd be 180,000 cookies. So that's what we're going on with now. It's 149,000 or 2 mines, right? Do we try for a second factory? 94. Yeah, I say we push it for the factory, right? Let's push a factory. let's do it. Let's go for the 140,000 factory, because I mean it's like an extra 300 and some cookies a second. I mean that's a lot of cookies, right? You know, you gotta be looking at them cookies. Yeah, boom. Yeah, so we went from 3,000 to an extra. I was supposed to be 260 cookies plus an extra 5 cookies. So. Yeah, okay, so I'm perfectly fine with that. We can push 2 more mines though before we do another factory. So that's what we're gonna. Oh yes, boom, the lucky cookie. Oh, it was just a lucky cookie. Okay, it wasn't a golden cookie. It was just a lucky cookie. We got an extra. Yeah, so we're gonna do 1 more and then 1 more mine again, and then it's going to be another factory. I think is where we're going to push that. So there we go. That is the other mine there, and now we will push for the factory. And the bank has now come available. Generates cookies from interest. Oh my goodness. Gee. That's a million cookies. That's a million cookies. I don't know if we can do it. You know, I am clicking as hard as I can. So, and I mean, we're at 21 minutes. That would be a lot of cookies. I mean, even at 3,500 cookies a second, 1 million cookies. That's a lot of cookies. I don't know how much interest we'd be making if we got a bank. There's the second factory. But you know what? I say we go for the bank. Now, is this a good move? No. But since we're only going to have this video for 30 minutes, and you know what? On the odd occasion, I might bring it back just to show you some progress reports, right? But for this one video, we'd like to kind of see what the bank's all about, right? 1.4 million. We get interest on these cookies, right? Which has got to be a multiplier of some sort. So if we can push these cookies as hard as possible, then I think we can do it. I think we can have a bank, and then get some interest down, and all the things, right? Do your cookies contain slugs against counterfeit cookies? Well, yeah, because those counterfeit cookies, those are bad, right? People come far and away to get a taste of my cookies. You betcha. I'm all about them cookies. Yeah, that's right. They should be coming from far away to get my cookies. News. Depths of chocolate miners found to house peculiar chocolatey beans. Really? Wow. That's probably... I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, it's good if they work for me. People come from very far away to get a taste of my cookies. Well, of course they do. As we are reaching the 500,000 mark, what do we need? 1.4 million of these cookies. Yeah, we got to click faster. We're at the 23-minute mark. We have got to click clicking faster. Now, yes, I could slam some factories down. But even then, that's only going to give us, like, the factories. What's that? 260 extra cookies a minute. And that's fine. It's just, there's kinds of things we want. Now we're getting into some really crazy things here, right? We're getting into some pretty crazy numbers. But I got to keep clicking. We got to get the bank. We're pushing for the bank. Right? If we can get the bank, and then I can keep loading up for the last few minutes on other factories, maybe some mines, get some cookies going. We'll see if we can't just pound out a bunch of cookies, right? And see how fast we get going here, right? And so we're pushing cookies. 750,000. We're over halfway, but that's not fast enough. We need more cookies. I need to click faster. This is what happens. This is what happens with Cookie Clicker, right? You are clicking cookies, and then the next thing you know, you're writing scripts to click this cookie, right? Because you're like, hey, why am I clicking a cookie? I'm a programmer. I know 7 programming languages. I have done great things. I have saved hundreds of millions of dollars, and I have done lots of stuff for lots of people. Why am I manually clicking this cookie when I could just do the thing and write something to click a cookie, right? Because that's a thing. And that's actually kind of part of the whole thing. And, you know, it kind of drives you a little bit to become something more. Look at that. We have now reached over 1 million cookies because now we've gone into the decimals. That's awesome. That's awesome. We're pushing for the bank. We're at 25 minutes and 30 seconds as we're pushing hard for the bank. That's it. Come on, bank. We need the bank. But that's what it is, right? You get thinking, well, is there a way I can automate the cookie, right? And then you go hunting around, and then you find different things to inspire you to make an automation of cookie clicking. And then the next thing you know, you're working in the computer industry, and you're a programmer writing some crazy Lua code for some crazy thing. And you're like, how did I end up here? And you're like, well, I ended up here because I was clicking some crazy cookie one day. And I didn't want to click the cookie anymore, and I wanted more clicking to happen automatically. So how can I make that happen? And that's what happens with people. It's very intensive. It's all very intensive stuff, for sure. You know. So we are 1.3 million cookies. We've got 100,000 cookies to go. We are at 26:30. We have got to get this bank. Come on, man. Let's do this bank. I don't even know if the bank's going to be worth it. It had better be worth it. Let me see what we got going up here. Plain cookies. Cookie production multiplier overall is 1%. Factories are twice as efficient. But yes, give me the bank. Boom. Look at that. We went from 32 to 48. Look at that. Yes. That's amazing. That's amazing. 4,800 cookies a second. Now I can take a break. The bank, of course, the next set of cookies would be 1.61 million. We're probably not going to get to that there. We're at 27 and a half minutes. We only got about 2.5 minutes left, but we got a bank now. We got things happening with the cookies. Pretty penny achievement unlocked. That's awesome. And, I think we've done pretty good. Of course, now I'm going to try and see if we can't get 5,000 cookies per second, right? Because, I mean, that's really the goal now, right? There we go. Now I'm at 5,100 cookies per second. Gotta love interest. Boom. 52.76 a second. There we go. So we're at 28.03 in this case, as we're pushing it hard to see what we can do. I'm gonna probably stop at 29 just to give my hand a break and to see how many cookies it can try and do. So what is the factory costing? 197. Yeah. So let's just do that. We'll just go for factory because mines are way too expensive now. I should have been pushing more for factories, and that's fine. There's a factory. Boom. 55. So I've got 20 seconds to go before it's 29 minutes, and then of course I'm going to take a break and let my poor hand rest. Of course we'll keep buying stuff. We're definitely going to buy stuff. We'll probably try to buy a factory or two more to bump up them per second cookies. 5 seconds to go before I get to take my break at 29 minutes, and there we go. So that's 29 minutes now. What is it? 227. Well, we're doing 5,500 a second. I mean, that's a lot of cookies. Boom. There's a factory. Boom. Have grandma, right? Grandma never hurts. We got 5,800 cookies a second. And that's from me doing nothing now. We went from making no cookies to 5,827 cookies per second. As we proceed, because I don't know, it's craziness. Let's buy a mine. We'll push that to 59.26. Can I get that to 6,000? Sure we can. We get a grandma. Come on. Let's get another grandma. 6,014. There it is. There it is. With 10 seconds to go before 30 minutes. And, of course, we've now got the 6,000 cookies per second. That's pretty good. Yeah, 30 minutes. There it is. And look at that. Just a mine, just to top it off. So 6113 is where we are with this video. I'm Max. This, of course, is Cookie Clicker, and is a huge time waster for anybody who's watching, because you just watch me click a cookie, and it's all good. It's all good. I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to keep an eye out for all the some summertime stuff, what we got coming up in the fall, all the wonderful things. I want to thank everybody for their support, because, of course, it's been a bit of a rough time health-wise for me, and yet I'm still putting out videos as fast as I can, and I appreciate the support. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.